Saving Our Way Hot Topics. You are here with co-host Jen. So good to see you guys. Brenda's going to be coming on screen in just a second. She's doing the tech stuff behind the camera, so she'll be in the second chair in just a minute. And of course, we're going to be going live on Gen X 99.1 FM in about 3 minutes. So this is a nice behind the scenes look at everything it takes to actually run a radio show. We do our radio show every single Thursday. There's Miss Brenda.
Hey everybody.
From noon to 1 p.m. And we have covered a ton of information in previous shows. So you can go to savingourway.com and look at the podcast section, or you can just go to our YouTube channel Saving Our Way, to see previous shows and previous classes. All right, Miss Brenda, are you excited about today's session?
Yes, I'm really, really excited. But then every week that we come in, we're always excited. So
Right. We are talking today about run deals. So I'm super excited to get into the thick of things as the radio show progresses. We're going to be talking about how to track down run deals, how much time you actually have to take advantage of them.
That's
it's
right.
Less than you think. And how to figure out how many of an item you need to make sure you're really stocked up for success. Because I've seen new couponers do it both directions. They underbuy sometimes, and then they wind up having to go back and pay full price when
they're
they
like,
wouldn't
why?
have.
I know I needed more.
But then I've also seen people just go completely round the bend and stock up for like 3 years worth of something that is time sensitive and might expire before then. So we'll really kind of walk people through how to like strike that happy medium. Okay, Miss Brenda, we have a minute or so to go before we go live on 99.1 FM.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to say to either the Gen X audience on the Facebook, hi guys over there, or over here on YouTube? Tell them about your website.
Okay, guys, so I do have a money saving website, guys, at savingourway.com. So you guys, if you are new to couponing, that's definitely where you're going to start. Jennifer also has a website, guys, and that is jennifersaves.com. So we are getting ready to go live on the radio waves. We have such a great time when we come in, guys. This is so much fun, but I love at the same time we're also able to go live on YouTube, and we are also able to go live on Facebook.
I know, so
cool.
It's a triple threat here.
Woo! Yeah.
All right, we're in the final minute before we go live on 99.1 FM. If you guys are on Facebook right now, do us a big favor and share this video to your newsfeed. It's much easier for you to find it later on, and then of course for your friends and family to catch up on all of their money saving information too. All right.
Do us a favor, guys. Share. Just a few more seconds before we go live.
I know, jamming out to the last minute moment of song.
If you guys have never heard radio station 99.1, guys, you turn it on the radio. You guys are going to love it.
He really held that note.
Hey everyone, how are you doing? You have joined Jennifer King and Brenda here at 99.1 Gen X. How are you doing this morning, Jennifer?
Oh, I am doing great. I'm so happy to be here and talking about couponing and money saving deals today. Real quick, before we get into the thick of things, I want to introduce our websites. Brenda's website is savingourway.com.
Yes.
My website is jennifersaves.com. Both terrific resources for how to help you save if you live in San Antonio or throughout South Texas. Of course, we both cover tons of HEB deals, but that's not all. We talk about the drugstores, we talk about the dollar stores. If there's a way to save somewhere out there in a store, we're gonna cover it, is what it boils down to, right, Miss Brenda?
That's right. Always excited
Yes.
to do that every week.
And we want to say a big thank you to our sponsor who actually allows us to come onto the radio each and every week for you guys, and that is the Center of Advanced Wellness. They are here on Botts Lane. We're in the radio station above the Center of Advanced Wellness on Botts Lane, and they also have another location in San Antonio on the far north side at TPC Parkway across from Las Palapas. But it's a terrific place for you to go and take care of all of your healthcare needs. Basically, if you don't need to have actual surgery, you can get it done here. So think about women's wellness checks, kids checks to go back to school, wound care, allergy testing, pregnancy testing, COVID shots, flu shots, All of that is in one place for you, and they offer really reasonable monthly memberships, which I know you're super excited about.
Right. So they start off at $30 a month, guys, for one individual, up to family plans at $150 a month.
That's
so if
crazy.
you guys don't have insurance, definitely you guys want to look into Center of Advanced Wellness. Definitely go to their website at centerofadvancedwellness.com, and you guys will just see, you know, everything they have to offer. They do also have a med spa, guys.
Yes.
So I can't believe just all that they have to offer. But what I do love is they have everything at a very, very reasonable price.
Right.
So you guys really don't want to miss out. If you're looking for any beauty needs, then definitely, I know that me and Jen has said we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We've yet to do it, but
It'll come.
but I think by the
it's
end
on
of
our
the year,
goals for 2021 into 2022.
That's true.
Yeah. Now, speaking of reasonable costs, how is free sound for you for a reasonable cost?
okay, I'm running.
Free
I
works.
have to leave now though. So
Free works for me. I know free works for our listeners. And we have a free event to tell you guys about that is happening every Friday at the Oxford United Methodist Church. So
Nice.
it's Fridays in October at 7:30 p.m. And they have a pumpkin patch and they offer free movies for the kids
right.
every Friday. Super, super cute. So this coming Friday, which is tomorrow, they're going to show Hotel Transylvania 3.
Oh, nice.
And then they will also show It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, which is one of my favorites.
Oh
from
my
when I was a
goodness,
kid.
I really love
Yeah,
that.
I know. So future movies are going to include The Goonies, which is also a favorite of mine from childhood.
I love that.
Coco, man, I can't watch Coco. Coco leaves me in
That's it.
tears every
Cry,
single
cry,
time
cry.
I try. And Monsters Inc. So they're also going to be doing, I think, a costume contest on Saturday, October 30th. So you can check into information about that. If you're not familiar with where Oxford United Methodist is, it's on 9739 Hebner Road. And you can go to their Facebook page and get more information about the free movie series in the pumpkin patch. But so cute. It's such a good way to like ramp up for the fall.
Well, the kids are just going to be so excited.
Mhm.
I know they're so excited about Halloween. I'm not sure what people are doing, but I mean,
Everyone in my neighborhood, the lawns are decked out. The
Are they?
inflatables are up, the lights are
love
on.
that.
It is very, very festive. I think we just all feel like we need a little extra festivity
exactly.
in our lives this year. Speaking of stuff for kids, tell everybody about the Scooby Van and what's going on with the Scooby Van right now.
All right, so definitely, guys, the founder of the Scooby Van of San Antonio, her name is Linda, and she is absolutely wonderful. You guys definitely want to follow her, guys, on social media. So go to her Facebook page, and it is Scooby Van of San Antonio, and she has a whole listing of like where she's going to be, when she's going to be there. There's no way unless I printed it out, and I did not. Just so many things that she is doing. But I know that we do go every Saturday. We have a huge mission right now, and that's that, you know, at the end of the year, she's going to be giving big, and, you know, of course, her belief in, you know, literacy, and every child should have
Right.
a book. So we go to the Rolling Oaks every single Saturday from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, where we are taking in donations of books. And you know what? It is going fantastic.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, it's usually like 150 books to maybe 400 or 500 books.
Wow.
So people are really, you know, being generous, and, or, you know, well, but they come out saying, oh my God, thank you. You know, we were able to do this as a family, and we're cleaning out our library, and we really want these books to go to really good homes.
Yeah, San Antonio is so giving when it comes to things like that, so it always makes me really proud of my town and my community to see them turn out for things that are so important, like childhood literacy and making sure that kids feel connected to reading. And there's no
Right.
better way to do that than them to have access to books that are theirs.
Right.
Right? Not books that they get at school or not books that they get at the library, which is all fantastic, but books that are there for them all the time. So I think that's awesome. Now,
Right.
if people don't have used books that they're trying to clear out from the library, you know, there are tons of great kids books at the Dollar Tree.
Right.
There are great kids picture books at HEB, sometimes
Right.
as low as $1
I did
there
a video
too.
at HEB the other day because I think they had like 500 books, and they were on sale for $1.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah.
they had I thought I was in the library for like 1 second. I was like, oh my God. And for donation, I picked up a couple,
Right.
especially at $1. They were wonderful books. And you know what? a lot of them were Christmas books, a lot of them Halloween books,
Nice.
Thanksgiving books. So
Nice.
I was like, well, that's just perfect occasion.
Yeah, super seasonal,
For
super on
$1.
point, and sometimes you can even get those free with purchase. So always watch your yellow coupons at HEB because sometimes they're part of the mini combo loco, not the big meat deal, but like a mini one where you buy like a box of cereal and you get the book for free. So that's another
Right.
way for you to be able to stock up and then donate.
True.
Now, if Rolling Oaks Mall doesn't work for you, I know that Linda was telling us that she's got a book bucket at the Twig bookstore,
Right.
which is at the Pearl. And of course, I love the Pearl. You guys can find me at the Pearl if you're ever there, or usually I am too.
I'm like, there she is. I see her again.
Yeah, so you can always drop off books or purchase books, right? Because the Twig has a great children's section,
Right.
and
Oh my God,
donate
they
it to the
do.
book bucket there as well. So
That's so true.
like Brenda said, make sure that you go check out the Scooby Van's social media. She's really active on Facebook. Is she on any other platforms like Instagram?
She is on Instagram, yeah.
Okay, great. Well, hopefully Linda will be happy to take your donations or your volunteer efforts. I'm sure she can always put volunteers to work if you're looking for a way to give back to the
Yeah,
community.
she's always looking for volunteers for sure.
Fantastic. All right, the other great thing that's happening this weekend is something that Brenda and I are putting on, and again, it's totally free for the San Antonio community. And
Girl, is it here already?
it is here already.
Ah.
I'm glad I reminded you.
Oh my God, I'm like, no, she just said it's here already.
But our very final session of totally free, totally online coupon classes is starting this weekend. We have a series of 3 sessions that are kind of targeted at individual couponers' ability and experience level. So let me walk everything through for you guys. Our very, very basic class, Couponing 101, it's turning out to be our most popular session so
Is
far.
it?
Yeah.
So
I think we're getting a lot of brand new couponers who are like, I've heard of this thing called couponing, but I've never lifted a pair of scissors, so tell me more.
What
So
are
I
you
can't-
talking
I am
about?
so excited to be able to teach that class. That is going to be Saturday, October 16th at noon, and it is going to be online on Facebook. So if you RSVP, go to mysa.com/coupon, and you'll sign up for your choice of class. You can choose to go to one, or you can choose to go to all 3, and then they'll send you the link. You don't have to have a Facebook account. That's something that's really important for people
yeah,
to
people
know.
get confused about that. I don't have a Facebook account, I can't watch it.
Yeah, and you can totally watch it. That link works for anybody, regardless of how comfortable you are with social media. You just literally have to click the link, and it will take you to the class when it's running live. Or if that time doesn't work for you, still RSVP so you can get the link and you can watch the replay. So I think that's fantastic. So
Right.
again, that introductory class is called Couponing 101. It's going to be running live at Saturday, October 16th at noon. And the way our classes work is that you'll usually hear me doing a voiceover of the slideshow, and then Brenda is like on the spot in the comments. So as you guys have
Just like
questions, right, she's like this, and she's just typing.
I can help you.
And sharing all of the links for additional resources that you guys might need, because we're going to cover ground of, okay, this is where you go for your actual coupon policy. This is where you go to buy coupons, right?
Right.
Where to go to get coupons. That's a super important piece of the puzzle.
Exactly.
So that's how the classes kind of work together for everyone.
Yeah, we want to give them all of their needs.
Yes, for sure. So that's the Couponing 101, Saturday, October 16th. Then the second class, which is more of an intermediate session,
Uh-huh.
is all about HEB. So super important for people here in South Texas, because you know at HEB here everything's better, right? But HEB has a really quirky coupon policy. There are things that they do which are fantastic and we can't do at any other store in the area, and that we love them for. And then there are things that we're like, literally every place
What's
else
going
does
on?
that. But no, not at HEB. And so it can cause a lot of confusion. So if you are really kind of dialing in and you're like, HEB is my store, I shop there all the time anyway, I might as well learn how to save, that's a session that you should attend. And that's going to be at Sunday, October 17th at 8 o'clock. And again, watch us live or RSVP and get the link and watch the replay. The replays are usually available for 30 days.
Right,
So they have
at
some
least
time
30
to take
days.
advantage. And then for the more experienced couponer, or the couponer who's gotten out and kind of rolled up their sleeves and started practicing already, we're doing a brand new session that we've never done before, and I'm super excited about it. It's called Couponing Real Talk. And
I
it's a
love that.
Q&A session that Brenda and I are going to be hosting. That's going to be on Tuesday, October 19th at 8 o'clock at night. And it's where we're going to go over like common stumbling blocks that we've seen people get really stressed out or hung up on. and we'll be answering people's questions live on camera as
Yeah.
well.
And I know there's a lot of shy people, but
Yes.
definitely that day.
Even if you want to lurk, come
right.
on, because we have those list of, I think, 10 really common questions that we've just heard for years and years
Right.
and years, and we can head that off for you and solve that problem before it ever becomes a problem. Right?
It's just not a time to be shy, though.
Right.
I mean, I recommend that you go into all 3 classes, especially if you're a couponer that has taken a break and you're coming back. These are our very last classes, so you guys really need to
Yeah.
think about that. It's our very last classes. You guys want to come in if you're brand new. This is where you want to be. If you're coming back from a break, this is where you're going to want to be. If you just want to, you've been in our groups and following us for such a long time, but you just have those questions that you've never been
Right.
able to ask, you guys are going to have the both of us right at the same time and just ready to help you guys on whatever questions
Right,
you have.
because people often ask us, well, can you help? Can you do personal one-on-one coaching?
Ooh, that's a good one. You're
and
right.
the answer is usually
I was
no.
just asked last night, like, Brenda.
Yeah.
But this is great.
Yeah, so this is our version of it, and that way you have us in your pocket so you can refer to that back to that session for 30 full days
Right.
at your convenience. So it's not us trying to meet every single person at the grocery store. We have done that in the past. Turns out that really freaks out people who work in grocery stores when you show up with like 25 people and you're trying to teach them how to coupon in the aisles. That was not successful on the part of the grocery stores. They don't like that, so we don't do that anymore. But being able to provide that resource for you in a different way so that you can take your time, you can rewind, you can fast forward, you can replay as needed,
Right.
and get all of that information. I do think that one of the things that people really want to make sure that they're aware of is, like Brenda said, this is the last session for 2021. I know we're going to have people who hit us up in December trying to say, hey, I am literally running out of money because inflation is a genuine thing on the grocery store shelves right now.
Right.
Do you have resources for us? And we're going to point them at that point to these podcasts, these radio
Right.
shows for them to go back and review and listen to. But please don't put yourself in that position, right? If you know, hey, this is it. So November, no classes, December, no classes, January, probably some classes, but we don't have dates yet. Why not just take advantage while it's here right in front of you? So again, go to mysa.com/coupon. It's completely free to sign up. Like Brenda said, you can sign up for one class, you can sign up for all 3 sessions, just totally dependent on your time, availability, and your comfort level. I certainly don't think it hurts to sign up for all 3 because then again, you can get those links and watch the replays. So if you're brand new,
Right.
maybe watch the Couponing 101 live and then have the replays for the other 2. So as you start to delve in, as you start to practice, you'll have those resources there for
Well,
you.
I think we are doing it big, girl, because
Yeah, for sure.
we usually put out one type of class and we put that out for 3 or 4 days.
Right.
You guys asked for so much. You were like, hey, I'm new, and then there was people saying, hey, I'm just coming back, and
Right.
and then there's people saying, I just have a ton of questions that I want to ask. So we decided to break this up and give you guys everything. Especially that it is the end of the year. We definitely want you guys, heading towards that savings, especially going into the new year. We all know that inflation definitely is going up. So if you are ever going to need, to know the world of couponing, guys, we are there for you this time around. And I love, like we were both saying, that, they're able to be in there for 30 days.
Yeah.
So they just got to get, your RSVP, just get in there.
Right.
By the way, we're just awesome and amazing because we're giving it to you guys free.
Yeah.
We're even giving it to you guys free. So you know what? No more excuses. What do you think, Jen? Like 0 excuses.
Right, because you can watch it at any time. So if at 2 a.m. is the time that works for you because you're up with a baby or you're working shifts and you've just gotten home after working a swing shift, then you've got that link there for you. And the reason that we can do this free, let's be really honest, is that we are sponsored by the San Antonio Express News to bring these classes to you, because that would be a struggle for us to do it free if not for their support. So we really want to thank the San Antonio Express News for being able to do that.
That's so true.
And bring that to our community.
And you know what? I really do want to thank the Express News right now because, right now as I'm on radio and we're live, I'm also on my computer sharing. So, but while I'm doing that, I have seen them really push us out there right now. So I have seen us on Instagram. They are really walking hand in hand with us, helping us get this couponing classes, out to our community. We're fully sponsored, so they're helping in every way. I mean, they're paying big bucks to help us to get the word out to you guys to, hey, come on in and RSVP.
Right.
So thank you so much, Express News.
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much. Now, speaking of the San Antonio Express News, obviously we're going to be talking about them in all of our coupon classes because they're the main resource for coupons here in the San Antonio and South Texas market. So if you are not already squared away with your coupon subscription, if you don't have those being delivered to the foot of your door every Sunday, that's one of the first steps we're going to tell you about in the classes. Why not get set up now and have that already done and checked off your list? So Brenda, give everybody an overview of the Express News special promotion that we offer through classes.
All right, guys, so I do have a special promotion on my website, guys, at savingourweight.com. A couple of things. You want to subscribe so that you guys can see all the ongoing deals that I have going on, and then you want to subscribe to the newspaper. Now, guys, I know some of you might be buying the newspaper, you know, at the corner store, so no more of that. You know, you guys are definitely paying $5 to $6 for just one paper.
Yeah.
So, guys, my special promotion is getting 5 papers at the foot of your door every single Sunday times your 4 weeks equals 20 papers. Paying only $20 a month, one time a month, getting a $20 gift card for signing up today.
Right.
Now, guys, in order to save and in order to follow our deals, you guys need coupons.
Right.
We are writing the deal using these coupons. Now, of course, we do have, you know, sometimes coupons that are digital coupons. We may be using a Catalina. So this is why you have to get into our class so that when you go, then you are able to follow all the steps and actually have all the steps like the coupons.
Right.
So guys, you know, your cashiers, they just want the money. It's $100 at the belt. They don't care how you give it to them. We care how we give it to them. We are thinking more coupons and less cash because it's very doable. The stores allow us to pay them with coupons, with their digital coupons, with Catalinas. So definitely, guys, you know, like I said, this is your new way of living. This is your new way of spending. You are going to have a great 2022 if you just start today. But again, the biggest part of coupons is what? Using coupons, guys. I know that definitely people have come back to us, you know, to Jennifer and I and say, hey, that deal didn't come out exactly to what you guys said. And the very first thing I ask is, hey, have you subscribed to you know, Express News? And they're like, what's that? And I'm like, well, there you go.
You didn't have the coupons. There's literally no way you're going to be able to make the same savings that we did. And a common question that we get, and we do talk about this in the HEB couponing class, is how fast can you actually make your money back, right?
That's true.
Because people are like, well, it's a $20 investment, but am I going to be like really kind of scratching and clawing to try and get my $20 back out? That is not the case. In fact, just this past Sunday, we got a really high value coupon for a Cetaphil face wipes. It was for $5 off 2 packs. And I wrote the deal on jennifersaves.com, so you can go click on that and read about it. But if you use face wipes, which I think so many women do, I think more women do than don't, you can go set yourself up.
Hot here in San Antonio.
You just need them in your bag, right? Like all year round. But you can go use those 5 coupons if you sign up for your 5 papers and you save $25. So let me just do that math really quick for you guys. You paid $20 for a full month of coupons being delivered to your door. But in one transaction, you make $25. Back. So you've completely cleared your cost for the month and you're in the black with a $5 savings off of one easy deal. So that is truly how fast that is on how those savings can add up. So yeah, you've got an older version of that coupon, but the new version of the coupon that's currently available just came out in the past Sunday Smart Source. If you don't know what Smart Source is, it's totally cool. We talk about that in class. We won't actually do a class today because we only have like 30 minutes left in the radio show.
We love it and we will, but then we're gonna go over and the radio show will probably cut us anyway, right at our hour.
Right.
But again, we were talking Express News and we were talking about paying more with coupon money and less with your cash. Remember, we're really trying to put as much cash back into our pocket, back into our banks, or just use that cash for so much things that we need in life. So definitely the coupons, guys, are really important. Now, where do you go get those coupons? Again, guys, that is on my website at savingourway.com.
Perfect. Okay, it's time for us to do our weekly session of our weekly segment called Listeners Ask. So Brenda, put your thinking cap on. I have a question to ask you. Are you
Okay,
ready?
hold on. Ding. Okay, got it.
Okay, so the email we got that we want to cover this week is a listener is asking about couponing apps that we always refer to the HEB coupon app. We talk about the Ibotta app. We talk about the Fetch Rewards app. And some people don't have smartphones. Some people have old smartphones. So the question was, why do I have to put all of these apps on my phone? Is it really worth it? What do you
Right.
think?
Okay,
I know what you
well-
think, but I want you to tell them what you think.
Well, first of all, like, we are the pros, right?
Right.
They are following us. So seriously, we are definitely, looking into everything, doing it ourselves before we even put it out, right? So I myself have had to upgrade on a phone because I thought it was worth it having these apps. Having these apps and all of the savings that I have saved bought me the phone and more.
Right.
But if you're like my husband, old school and an older phone, and he's very limited.
Yeah.
So when I was teaching him about the Fetch app and of course about the HEB app, he was gonna have to rearrange some stuff.
Right.
And when he saw all of the savings, he
Right.
went by priority, and guess what? He thought all those pictures were priority because
Right.
it's great, but he went ahead and he sent that up to the cloud.
Right.
And because he was saying, well, you know what, I really need that Fetch app.
Yep.
You know what, I really need that HEB app. So it didn't take a lot to, convince him. I mean, he is married to a pro, right?
So that helps.
He was like, if she says so, I better do this. But I really needed him to try these apps. I really needed him to see the value in
Right.
it. And once you see the value in it, then yes, it is worth. What is it that you have to do to rearrange your phone to make a couple of apps that are going to make you extreme amount of money?
Right. And it's
Extreme.
usually, you're absolutely right. It's usually your photos. Like for me, I'm like,
Right.
do I legitimately need 1,000 photos of my dog? When it's the same expression.
And we love our
And
dogs.
we love our
so
dogs.
don't get us
No,
wrong.
but I
Some
put-
of you
I
guys
put-
might say, but my dog.
But
And we
no,
go the
yeah,
same way.
I adore my dog, heart to my dog, but I can put all of those in the cloud like you said.
Right.
So that's definitely a big suck on your phone. I think the other thing that people don't realize how much space takes up are the games. And I love playing
True.
games on my phone too.
Yeah, my kids love it too.
But if I can make a game out of the couponing and actually make money off of it, that's probably better than my word game that I play that can cost me money if I'm buying like credits on the game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So why not have a hobby that saves you money, that makes you money, instead of a hobby that costs you money?
Well, I think once we make up our mind that we are going to put our heart, our soul, and our energy into learning how to save, you guys are going to need all the tools. If you guys don't have all the tools, then you're not going to save the way we do.
Exactly.
If we're putting out a deal, it could very well involve Fetch.
Right.
And it will every time, because with Fetch, for those of you that don't know anything about Fetch, every receipt that you have, you can scan, making you points that's going to make you free gift cards. So Fetch is going to be a number one thing that I'm going to put. So it's a tool to help me shop for free.
Right.
So is the app Ibotta, so is Walgreens, so is CVS. So, they all offer their own coupons. So with me, I do shop number one at HEB, so I have the HEB app. Number two, I shop at CVS, and so I have that app. There's many other stores, but where do I shop the most? I'm at HEB, I'm at CVS, I use Ibotta, and I use Fetch.
Right.
So 4.
Right.
So that's 4 for me.
Right.
Where someone else, it could be 2. Someone else, it could be 5. It could be
Right.
6. It just depends. What is your hustle?
Yeah.
What store are you going to? Where are you every week? That it's worth for me to put my photos, darn it, on the cloud so that I can have the apps that I need.
Right.
But if you are going to do this, I mean, you finally made up your mind and you're really going to do this time, guys, you got to set yourself up.
Yeah.
You need to buy the paper, the Express News. You need coupons, and remember, we're using our manufacturer coupons and we're using our digital coupons to get that really low out of pocket at the store. So how do you not have your digital coupons loaded up on your phone?
Right. Well, and I think what you said just now is so important, and I want to highlight it before we move on. You were like, it's about what your hustle is.
Right.
And I think that is super, super important to restate and reiterate. We'll talk about it more in our classes this week, because this is not a passive skill. You cannot sit back in couponing and just watch all the savings come to you. You
Right.
have to put that hustle and that effort and that energy into it. It's not difficult,
Right.
but you do have to be an active participant in getting all of the resources that you need in order to save money. And like Brenda said, if you're that person who's like, well, I'm just going to watch and I'm going to lurk in groups for a while. Hey, I get it. I'm a lurker on social media too. But you're not going to save money unless you actually go out there and practice and hustle and get your deals.
Right.
Right? So we're going to talk about that more in class this weekend as well. All right, Miss Brenda, should we take a musical break or should we move into our next topic, which is talking about run deals, where we have less than 30 minutes left in our session?
Okay, so then let's go ahead and keep talking, but maybe
Okay.
15 till we'll take that commercial.
Okay, that sounds great. All right, so we were super excited about talking about this topic for you guys today because we talk about this in passing a lot on our websites, but we've never really delved in deep into this topic, and it's about
I'm
run
ready to go
deals.
deep.
Right,
I'm
let's do it. Let's do it. It's real
I'm ready
talk.
to have fun.
Hashtag
Real talk.
real talk. Okay, so Brenda, first off, what's your definition of a run deal? You're probably the person who I've heard saying that phrase the most. So what do you mean when you
Because
say
I
run
keep
deal?
running. Oh my God. So guys, you are going to hear me say run. And now I don't mean literally get up and run, 100 miles an hour and trip over everything. Though not gonna lie, I've done that. And I'm learning the hard way. Just walk as fast as I can. Just get there as soon as I can get there.
Right.
But when there are deals that are like, anywhere to me 75% off to 90% off, to hold that thought absolutely free, because
Or
definitely
a moneymaker.
yeah, or
Yeah.
a moneymaker. Oh my goodness. Then you're going to hear us make that statement, run deal.
Mm-hmm.
So there's many, many deals. And if we put out a deal, it's because, it's a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
But when we say there is a run deal, I kind of, even if I'm at work, if I can stop for 2 seconds just to be like, oh, she just said run. Let me go, okay, run. Okay, got it. Let me take a picture of that. Okay. Back to work, and I'm just going to get there when I totally can.
Right.
But I know that this is going to happen every single week, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now that the stores are being awesome and amazing, and they are putting out deals like I've never seen
Mm-hmm.
before. They get that we're in a pandemic, and they get that a lot of people are having hard times, so they're getting out some extreme deals.
Right.
So I've never in my post when we are blogging have put run deal this many times.
Right.
And I've done it a lot.
Right.
But I was just like, run deal, I said that. Run deal, but I said that. Run deal, well, I'm leaving. I'm gonna stop blogging. No, I'm gonna leave. I
Right.
convinced myself that I need to get out there.
Right, and that happens to me too. I'm like, do I blog about this first or do I go get it? Because if I don't go get it, maybe it'll be gone. Right? So you have to negotiate that as a coupon blogger. So what I heard Brenda say was that run deals for her are 75% off. So that, or more, so that genuine extreme savings. And the other thing that I think about with the run deal is that it's something that almost everybody uses. So when we talk about
Right.
run deals, we're not usually talking about really specific like dietary items that only people who are keto or or
Right.
gluten-free do. We're talking about
I mean,
basics.
we've talked toilet paper.
Right,
When I
exactly.
went live and said, hey, this is a run deal, toilet paper's 90% off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I even went all out to like not just, post about it, but to go live on it because that's when things are crazy.
Right, so we're talking about paper products, we're talking about laundry products, we're talking about really basic health and beauty products.
I remember
like
it was
toothpaste
coffee
and hair
even
care.
at one time.
Okay, yeah,
you
that
know.
definitely qualifies for me.
I'm like, sorry, I'm gonna say coffee. The tea, remember
Yeah.
when the Lipton tea, everybody
Yeah.
was running, and God, what did that come out to? It was like hardly nothing.
I know.
I don't even remember, but it was it was a run. It was a run deal.
Right. So the most recent example of a run deal that I can think of is something that just ended the other day at HEB. So this is not a current deal, but it gives you an example of what to look for, and that was that Suave deal. And
Yeah.
okay, Brenda, be honest. How many bottles of
Why
Suave?
does she make me be honest every time I talk to you guys? Oh my goodness.
How many bottles of Suave did you get?
I
Because
was
they were
re-
44 cents each. So
I know.
keep
I
that in
wish
mind.
on radio you guys could see how Jen is looking as she is like, asking me this question because she's like, come on, girl, tell me the truth.
Right.
But I probably got maybe 30 bottles.
But you have a family of 10.
Right.
So 3 bottles for everybody.
Well, I thought you were going to compliment me. I only got, like in my world, I only got 30
Right,
bottles.
right.
But we all know that, guys, I coupon for 10. I coupon for my mom and I coupon for my dad. Especially, they're 75, 76. They don't want to go out to the stores. I don't want them to go out to
Right.
the stores. So when I'm shopping, I can definitely do that through the road of couponing. I honestly, at those prices, I can go out and I can buy for them.
Right.
So I just thought, 14 bottles over here, for mom, for dad. And I know that they're going to be happy and they're set for the year.
Yeah.
So I do think about my budget, and then I think about how many do I want to buy and for how long. Am I trying to give somebody, including myself, a 3-month supply?
Right.
Am I trying to give them a year's supply?
Right.
Especially when it's a digital coupon like that at HEB that was totally unlimited. You really want to take all of these factors
Right.
into play so that you know how much you want to spend, how many you want to buy.
Right.
So
I
for this deal, it was specifically for them. I don't need any
Yeah.
extra shampoo.
Yeah.
So it was for them.
Well, I just did the math while she was talking about that, and for the 30 bottles that she got to split between her mom and her dad,
Right.
again, they wound up being 44 cents each after the HEB digital coupon. And again, dead deal. This is not something you can get right now, although it might come back in the future. So your investment was $13.20 if I did my math correct for both of them. So 2 households, and they don't have to worry about it for a year.
Right.
Such a small financial gesture, but such a big giving gesture that you were able to give to your parents as a result. And if you follow Brenda on social media, you'll see her photos. Well, she will literally fill up her trunk and be like, I'm going to go visit daddy, and here are all the things that I got for him. And
Yeah,
it's all through couponing.
Exactly. And I was just there, was it last weekend?
Yeah, it was just last weekend.
I was there last weekend, guys. And if you follow my page at, actually my personal, at Brenda Ons, I did put several pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the truck was full. He was asking, of course, what do we all need? Paper towels and toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I did get a deal on both.
Right.
And I must have taken, how many did you see there? Like probably 40
Literally
packages.
all I saw was the trunk was stuffed, and I was like, how's she gonna get that trunk down? Like, I don't think it's gonna close. She's gonna have to latch it up with twine to be able to get on the road and drive to see her father.
But I'm definitely loving that through the road of couponing, I am able to afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, my mom and dad being, in their 70s, they've been there for me forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't have a whole lot of money to help them with. But when they are asking for anything stockpile, I was like, I totally have your back.
Mm-hmm.
So I am able to shop the way I do, and coming in with huge hauls, $500, $800 for them, because, I do the hustle, right? I know who I'm shopping for. They mean a whole lot to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to help them. They're my parents,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that I can. If I am buying most of their general merchandise needs, then they can take their money and go buy the foods
Right.
that they want. They can still pay their bills.
Right.
Can you imagine never to buy toilet paper?
Yeah.
Because it's been 12 years
Yeah.
that they have not had to buy toilet paper or paper towels.
Yeah, so you're stretching their budget so much, and then you're also taking that time commitment of having to hunt those items down off of their backs as well. So that's just huge. Now, I know a big thing that happens with run deals is that people don't really realize how time sensitive these can truly be. Sometimes these are deals that can be gone in a day because the stores don't necessarily have enough stock for an entire city, let alone an entire region, to really take advantage. So when we say run,
Right.
what do you think? How fast do people truly need to get to the stores?
I'm thinking that day.
Yeah.
I really am. Now, it seemed like the Suave deal, it was at a bigger store, which was great, which was HEB. And within our groups, and we're running 15 at one time, guys. So we have, we're going into all these groups.
Yeah.
And everyone is like, oh my God, thanks for the deal. This is a great deal. And from what I saw, everyone got at least 15 bottles.
But that was unusual that everyone was able to really take advantage and
Yeah,
get what they
but this
wanted.
was HEB,
Yeah.
and this was a bigger store, where if this would have been Walgreens or CVS,
Right.
that really would have been kind of a struggle.
Yeah.
And because of that, you want to actually, to me, even when you put out a deal, I'm going to really look at the need.
Right.
Do I really need this? If I
Right.
feel it's something that I really need and I want to pay, that 75% off,
Right.
then I really am. I'm gonna have to get up. I'm gonna have to do that hustle. I have definitely, you know, had to be late to wherever I was going next, or, you know, honey.
Sometimes here, she pulls up and she's like, I had to stop off at the store.
Yeah,
And
I have a big
just-
old bag,
Yeah,
you
just
know,
real
right
talk.
here.
That's what happens. Yeah, but that extra 5 or 10 minutes can save you so much money. It's worth the investment.
Well, yeah, if I'm like, oh my God, I just saved $50 or I just saved $100,
Right.
it's like I will be 5 minutes late somewhere.
Right.
You know, but it just kind of depends. It's like, do I really need it?
Right.
So we're not just purchasing to purchase, guys. So
That's
that's
a great
another
point.
thing, is that people are just like, oh, you guys are purchasing just to purchase. And I'm just thinking, well, I hope I'm purchasing what I need to
Right.
to purchase, because that's what I need to do. Especially, who are you purchasing for? So what happens here is, especially if you guys are new, you are gonna do the hustle and you're gonna do great and you're gonna help your family. But then it's just automatic. You're gonna want to help others. I want to help my mom.
Yeah, it
It
starts
just happened that way.
broadening, right? Your horizons start broadening, and you look around
Right.
for other people to help, or other, like, your organizations that are important to you.
We've done that
Yeah.
throughout all of these years.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
but we're able to do that at a, you know, 70% off, 75%
Right.
off.
Right, and that's the important part. Now, another thing that people really misunderstand when it comes to run deals, and this happens a lot of times on social media, and it always breaks my heart a little bit, is that when people find out about it after the deal is dead, and they're like, oh, you know, you can see like just the sadness that's emanating from them as they comment. They're like, I wish I had seen this. I really needed this to help out my family, and I didn't get to it in time. And why that happens is that people are being over reliant on social media, so that maybe they're friends with a bunch of couponers and they're thinking, oh, my friend will tell me when they find a deal. Well, your friend will tell you after they've gotten the deal for themselves. Right? So you may not have first crack at that unless you are getting information as fast as you can. And that's not from social media, that's from our websites, right?
Right.
So that's where a subscription to savingourway.com, a subscription to jennifersaves.com really comes in handy, because it's completely free and we'll just send you the information directly to your email inbox. So you're not scrolling and seeing deals 4 days after they pass on social media and going, oh my gosh, I wish, right? Because we're giving you those resources as we find them, not days later.
That's so true.
So such an important part about that.
Yep, true.
Now, Brenda, another question that I hear often about run deals, so I want to put this to you, is do you think it's worth it to go to multiple stores to try and track down enough of a run deal?
All right. Yes.
Short answer, yes, but please do explain more about that.
Do I elaborate? Because
Yes.
if I say yes, just run. Just do this. You know, you really, for myself and where I live, I have 3 H-E-Bs down one street, which is Southwest Military. So definitely, guys, you know, check out the stores that you want to shop. It could be CVS's. By the way, wherever there's a CVS, there's a Walgreens.
Yep, for sure.
So you're able to hit both every single time. And it just seems like these stores kind of walk hand in hand. Wherever there's an H-E-B, down the street there's a CVS, and down the street there is a Walgreens. You know, and in between that there's Dollar Generals.
Right.
So there just seems to be tons and tons within our city of San Antonio. So definitely I would plan it out. Now, I've been couponing for so long, and I've lived in the same area, you know, for some time. So I do know, you know, where all the stores are. And it really doesn't take me that much more. If it really is something that is, say, 70% off, and mom really does need it, or my dad needs it, or I need it, my family needs it, I'm gonna find it, you know. And remember, especially since we put out the deals, and you guys can get it as fast as we do, because if you guys subscribe to
Right.
savingourway.com or jennifersaves.com, literally as soon as we put it in
And
and
hit
press
publish.
publish, that's it. You
Yeah.
guys get it in
Yeah.
your email. So you guys may be, you know, at work, you're busy, you're doing your things. Now I have my email set up to where any email that comes in, it dings me. Now, and I do that on purpose, because when Jen's putting out deals, I'm like, I need to be dinged. I know I'm busy, I'm doing things, but you guys will honestly see it
Right,
immediately.
right.
And then you can plan, okay, this is after work. I know emails are coming in from Saving Our Way or from Jennifer Saves. And then I get out there. So I do plan. It's not really even that I plan. I already know, right? So since I've been couponing for some time, if Jen is putting out something at HEB, I already know I may have to go attack 2 or 3 stores.
Right.
But remember, when these deals come out, I usually just go get the deal. I'm not doing all my grocery
That's
shopping
a
at one
great
time.
point. So people
So,
usually think, oh,
what do you
I'll
want?
wait to go until I do my full weekly
Yeah, I'm gonna
grocery
do my
run
full
in 2 or
weekly
3
groceries
days.
on this weekend, 4 days later.
That is less successful because A, you're trying to keep all of the details of that deal in your brain while you're trying to do the full just regular grocery shopping. And
Right.
B, like we said, what are the chances that you're actually going to find it on the shelves days and days later? So that is a fantastic point. When you see a run deal, it means go get that deal.
Right.
Not put it on your list and get it in a few days.
Well, and you know what? Honestly, you're going in, you're getting the deal, and that's it,
Yeah.
right? You're getting in the car, and if you want more, or if there's not any on the shelf, like literally for me, I think it's not even 5 minutes in between these HEBs. That's insane.
Yeah.
But you know what? That definitely works for me.
That's a great point. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so let's take it back a little bit. And you were talking about how you stockpile for your mom and your dad. When you see a run deal that you're like, oh, I know Daddy would like that I should get that for my mom, how do you know how much to get at one given time for them? Because I've seen people underbuy, like we were talking about earlier, where they just
True.
go get 1 or 2 and then all of a sudden they're going to be out, right? But
Right.
I've also seen and personally done the opposite, where I bought too much. Like I have this really like visceral memory of when I was a new couponer and I found this deal on oatmeal, and we were eating oatmeal at the time, so I bought like these 3 huge boxes of oatmeal, and then immediately after it got hot and we were all like, we don't want oatmeal, it's too hot, right? And so all of that sat and it didn't need to. So how do you kind of split the difference and get what you need, the right amount of what you need at that time it's cheapest?
Okay, so I have a list. So I have a year-long list. And it does take me dedication because I do, shop for 10 people. And for me personally, I have a bigger stockpile. As where Jen, it's 2 of them and a cat and
Right.
a dog or 2 dogs.
Three cats, 1 dog.
Oh my goodness.
More pets than people.
And remember, she's gonna shop very, very differently than
Right,
I do.
right.
So I don't have all those cats and dogs. So I'm not gonna, go and stock up on dog food and
Right.
treats and stuff.
Right.
So with me, it's individual people. But like I said, I prepared myself. I got myself ready. When I said I'm gonna go hard and just stop paying full price,
Right.
and I'm gonna get the best deal that I can. That's it. I went ahead and I, made my list. So I always kind of know what I'm gonna go for. Like when I was like, okay, I have the shampoos for the other 8 people for a whole year. Let me go ahead and work on my mom and dad, which I did.
Yeah.
Right. So it kind of works that way in everything. Mom and dad don't eat everything that we do. They don't use, everything that we do. So it really is just, coming up with a list and staying true to that list and not overbuying off that list.
Right.
Just because it's on sale or just because it's on clearance or now if it's free, that's something else, because that becomes a donation.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love to donate. Everybody knows that. If something is free, I'm not going to use it. Mom and dad's not going to use it. My kids are not going to use it, but this is going to go for a donation somewhere. But I really do try to stick to the list because even though we're couponing, I'm still on a budget.
Yeah, that's really,
I'm
just
still on a
keeping it
budget.
real. Yeah. So you're not going to be spending money on things that are good savings but are not useful. So I think that's
Right.
a really important takeaway.
Well, and I know that a lot of people, I'm telling you, have reached out like, Brenda, do you really need that many shampoos? Though remember, they know nothing about my life. They have no idea that I'm shopping for 10 people. And I'm
Yeah.
just thinking, oh my goodness, if you knew me a little bit better. But the thing is, you also have to remember those shelf lives. Shampoos are good for 3 and 4 years.
Yeah.
Toilet paper is good. Oh yeah, forever. Paper towels is good forever. So there's a lot of things. I really do look at those shelf lives, and whatever you see in my stockpile, it's because either some donation, it is a 2, 3, 4 year supply of something going
Right.
towards, 10 people.
Right. And so that leads me to the other question that we get all the time about run deals. And so I love to make sure that you explain this well to people, is when you've done your run deal and you've loaded it up with the amount that you need, which for your family can be a lot, right? When you're shopping for family 10, that scale is really significant. So where do you put all of it when you get home?
Well, you know what? Definitely you guys want to follow me, on any of our groups. So just Saving Our Way. Recently, I have been doing live after live after live, of course, talking about the couponing classes that we are offering. But at the same time, I am kind of showing you what I do. Now, I do have a large stockpile, but I have it in a really small room.
You do, yeah.
So I have it in a really small room. So I had to figure that out. And usually I tell people, because, of course, that's going to be so many people's problem. Is like, okay, I can do the hustle. I want to do this. I've made up my mind, but where am I going to put it? And I was like, hey, there's under the bed. There's the back of the couch. There's the back of the TV. It's like, figure it out. I always tell people, before maybe we couldn't shop, is so extreme because we didn't have the money. Now that we have the hustle, we have the tools, we have what we need. Now it's figuring it out where to put it.
Right.
So, with me, I came up with a system that I do have several shelves along the wall of this small room. It wasn't enough. I needed more shelving. Well, there was no room. There was no more walls to put shelving on. So I went and I bought shelving that were on wheels.
Oh, okay.
Right? So then I was able to put the shelves that are on wheels in front of the shelving that didn't have wheels on the wall. So now when I need to get to the back, I just kind of move the shelving, out of the way, and I can actually put 2 to 3 shelving in front of the shelf that does not move.
Right.
So it really does work. So how do
don't-
I explain that?
Well, what I'm hearing you say, and I've been in your stockpile room, so I
Right.
can visualize this, is that you don't need the middle of the space, even though it's a small room, you don't need a bunch of just like empty space on the floor.
Yeah, we're not entertaining in there.
Yeah, you're not
But we've
playing.
had the news station in there how many times?
We have done that, but you're not playing
Like,
board games in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're in there to keep your stockpile organized and to pull it out as needed. So when you want to go in there, you can just pull the wheeled things out of the way, put it in the hallway, get your stuff, and then put the wheeled things back.
Right.
And use that otherwise empty space to where it really works for you.
Right.
Now, the other thing I've often heard Brenda say is if your only problem is finding out where to put it, then you have
Right.
no problems at all. And I have to kind of agree with you on that. Even though I'm that person that gets really itchy about having like random piles of stuff everywhere, it kind of triggers some of my anxiety issues.
Yeah.
But if it's neatly organized and like you said, to where you can access other pieces, and then particularly if for me, if I have a door where I can close it and I don't have to look at it, then
Right.
then I feel much better about having that amount of supply on hand. But it's super important right now for people to consider this. If you're that person in that family that have only ever been purchasing as you need, purchasing as you go, you're really dependent on whatever the prices are that given week at the grocery stores. And with the inflation going up so much in certain
People, we
categories,
need to think about that.
yeah,
It really is going up. We have no control.
You can be really surprised and really caught off guard and be in situations where you literally don't have enough money to get
Yeah.
everything on your list just because prices went up since the last time you were at the store. And when you stockpile, you lock in that super cheap price, right? And you have
Say that
enough.
again, Jen, because that's really, really important. Yeah,
Yeah.
lock in
You-
that price.
You are locking in that 75% off savings, that 80% off savings, that free item, right? So that when you need it 4 months from now, you're not just paying full price, but you're paying full price because 20% over, because the price has gone up that much in the interim.
Right.
So this is really the time to really think about, can I transition away from a buy as needed, buy when out mentality to buy at the best deal
Right.
and buy what you need for your family to make it through.
Well,
Right.
and even though I'm getting such a great deal, I really am, especially, going into the stores and saying, oh my goodness, this is definitely an item that we used to get at 75% off, or this is an item that, oh my God, I used to get free and now we're paying for it. This
Yeah,
is
that
a real
happens.
thing.
Yeah.
This is definitely happening in today's time, and I'm thinking definitely kind of going forward with inflation going up. So definitely this is not a time to stop couponing, or this is not a time to go slow. This this is a time that if you were ever going to use a coupon, this is the time to use those coupons.
Right.
So, even for me, I cannot slack off. I am, looking at these deals, and I am telling myself, yes, it is a run deal, and I'm very busy. I'm doing a whole lot of things. But again, I just can't see myself paying full price either.
Yeah.
Once we have joined this couponing world, and, as long as Jen and I have been doing it, we know better. So whenever I have paid full price because I forgot a coupon.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, that hurts. and I better need it 100%, because
Right.
other than that, you better believe I'm just not going to buy it.
Yeah.
I went to the store, it happens, and left with nothing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I just can't see myself paying.
I do that too. I'm like, hey, you need Kleenex and it's full price and there's no coupon, you better blow your nose on toilet paper.
Yeah,
Right?
I got the toilet paper on sale. I'm doing it on that.
We'll put it in the box and we'll call it good. So with that, we have come to at the end of another hour.
What? But I was having so much fun.
I know, these hours fly by so quickly. So once again, we want to say a really big thank you to our sponsor, the Center of Advanced Wellness.
Thank you,
can check
Monty
out
Sandra.
their services at their website, so centerofadvancedwellness.com. Like we said at the beginning of the hour, they have a ton of healthcare services for your entire family. So it's not just about you, but bringing in your kids, bringing in your partner, bringing in your in-laws and your cousins if necessary, because they do it all. They do primary care, they do pediatrics, they do women's wellness, they do your vaccines, they do your
They
testing.
have a med spa. I'm just like, oh my God, what more do we want?
Right, so 2 locations for those of you here in San Antonio. The location near the airport 410 area, is the Botts Lane location, and then they also have one on TPC Parkway for the Stone Oak folks. Have we heard more about the Southside location that's getting ready to open? Or just a coming soon type of thing?
It's coming soon right now. It is literally under construction, and I believe that it's more downtown Cincinnati and I-10 area.
Okay, but still accessible to folks on the south side.
Yeah, it's just like right off the freeway.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So centerofadvancedwellness.com. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Mari. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you. Thanks.
Once again, check out our website. So Brenda's website is savingourway.com and my website is jennifersaves.com. And make sure you go to mysa.com/coupon.
Oh,
so you
them.
can RSVP for those final 3 coupon classes of 2021. All of the dates and times will be available for you on that website, mysa.com/coupon. Sign up for 1 class, sign up for all 3 classes. We recommend you sign up for all 3 and then get the links so that even if you're not going to watch all 3 this weekend, you can watch the replays up to 30 days out after the live.
That's right, and I also want to thank on our live feed here, I want to thank Amanda, Stacy, Rosanna, Mona, Laura, and just everybody that follows us and helps to share us. We appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome and amazing. And the rest of you guys that are just kind of popping in, go ahead and ask a question, guys. Definitely do not be shy. But if you are with our Facebook, do us a favor and share.
Yes.
We're just hoping to teach as many people as we can out in our community. You guys can help us by just pressing that share button.
I know, so easy. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful Thursday out there. Happy couponing, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Bye, everybody. See you
Bye-bye.
next week. All right, guys, you are behind the scenes. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and go around and turn you guys off. But oh my goodness, you know what? It goes by so fast this hour.
Really
but
does.
again, we just want to thank you guys one more time. And please do us a favor and share. All right, guys, say goodbye. I'm going to go
everyone.
around.
Happy couponing. I'll just be waving you guys off camera as she steps around. Like Brenda said, make sure you share it so you can find this back again, and we'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. And we're not sure how to end the YouTube, so this is new to us. There we go. Stopping streaming. Just hit end.